Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sophie and this channel is chronicling my journey of living my best life with multiple chronic health conditions. As you can tell, I am currently not home. I am in New York City. I attended a concert last evening at Madison Square Gardens. So that's where I am today. I'll be going home tomorrow. Anyway, this video will just sort of be a life update. It'll be quick because I don't really have much of a life for the most part. And then I swear I'm gonna record a few other videos so I can get them out more consistently. I realize it's been a couple weeks, and partly because I had nothing to say, and other part because I'm just tired from orientation. But orientation, I guess I'll start with the work update. Orientation will end on Monday the 24th. So I have some precepting in the morning, and then I'm going to go into the office, pick up some things, and then we'll start making phone calls for work. Probably that afternoon is how I'm gonna work it. I'll have to see how the precepting in the morning goes. Just sort of, they assigned me some people, wanted me to look over things, and then we would talk about it on Monday. So we'll see how that goes and go from there. Orientation was very weird. We did online modules, which is completely normal. We had sort of like the clinical education part as to how to use the documentation system. Again, totally normal. Then my preceptor, we basically just went over the documentation system again, which I'm not saying isn't helpful because repetition is how you're going to get good and know how to do things efficiently. But I was at my other job during orientation. We had done that as well as actually watched them do the work. So watched them call people, write their notes and everything like that, and there wasn't any of this at this job. I think it's because you had to have some experience for the job, so they know you already know what you're doing. You don't really need to see what to do. So we'll see how it goes. And then on the plus side, at one of the meetings, we have meetings basically every morning, I offered a suggestion for transportation for one of the members, and the marketing director was very thankful, said it was going to be a good resource for the team, and that's always nice to hear, especially when you're new and no one even really knows who you are. Just to hear that they haven't heard of the company before. Unfortunately, the company, it sounded like, did not pan out for the member, which is a bummer, but at least they have another resource to use in the future. But that's sort of been work. That's been what's been taking up all of my energy. Some days are better than others. It also depends on how I'm sleeping. I have moved the diuretic to during the day, which means I'm not urinating a lot, so I'm gaining fluid weight. Don't really know what the solution to that is going to be. When I have a chance, I will see if I can get an appointment with the cardiac NP to see if there's something that can be changed or something, because this isn't working. I'm also probably going to try to do more of a ketogenic diet because my blood sugars are still spiking with everything, and carbs also hold fluid. So going to see how that does. And I've always felt better in ketosis anyway. I just find it difficult to stick to because I really love pasta, and all of the sort of low carb pasta alternatives don't have the same texture. They don't hold the sauce the same. But we're gonna see how I can do and if that can help get this fluid off. So concert last night, I took the Amtrak here, which I'd never done before. That went okay. There was someone in the accessible seat, which I was not a fan of, so that was a little annoying, but made it here without an issue. I did bring my rollator because I knew I was going to be walking and I didn't want to have to carry my book bag while wearing my oxygen concentrator, which is what you hear in the background. So brought the rollator. Don't know if I would do that again. I mean, I probably would because there's not a good way for me to carry luggage, but I did end up falling because the sidewalks are not smooth, so I hit a gap in the sidewalk that I didn't realize was as big of a, like, I don't know, bump that I just didn't realize how big of a bump it was, and fell. I'm fine. I'm bruised a little, but I'm fine. Made it to the hotel after getting turned around a little bit. So the walk was longer than it needed to be. I didn't really have any time to do anything once I got here except get ready and just go right back out to get to Madison Square Gardens. I am only a few minutes away, which is good. Really impressed that it never felt crowded, considering how many people were in there. It was a sold-out show. That was nice. Thoroughly enjoyed the concert. It was Seven Dust, 3 Days Grace, and Disturbed. So, had a good time. Thought about getting food. Decided against it. Well, I ate there. I mean, after the concert, I thought about food. Decided not to. Then I had hotel breakfast. And this evening, I will probably get some Irish food. There's a pub sort of at the corner of the street. The hotel's in the middle, of course. So I will walk there and get some, probably bangers and mash. That's what's sounding good to me at the moment, which is sausage, mashed potatoes, caramelized onions. Sounds so good. And then I go home tomorrow on the train. And I do have some pizza I need to finish eating when I get home, and then I will make some low carb options for the week. I do have edamame pasta, which is very low carb, high protein, so I might make that. Maybe put some tuna in it, just to have it go further. But, yeah, that's sort of been what's going on. I do have a doctor's appointment coming up on April 2nd, which is the day after my birthday. The neuromuscular specialist. And I've been working on sort of getting timelines and test results and sort of things like that for him, just so I can make sure to tell them all of my symptoms, because I feel like this is my last chance to figure out what's going on, because I'm currently not planning on chasing another doctor after this. So we'll see what happens. But I think that's gonna be it for this one. I hope you guys are having a good day whenever it is you are seeing this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.